Bethany Wray, and I am a teaching artist with Meadow Arts, a nonprofit art organization located in Twist, Washington. And today, for St. Patrick's Day, to celebrate, I'm going to show you how to make this little rainbow here with some textured clouds on the sides. So for this project, what you're going to need is some watercolors. You're going to need some watercolor paper, some like Elmer's glue, and shaving cream, a spoon for mixing later, of course a brush, and then a little bit of water and just an extra container. So once you have all those things in front of you, you can go ahead, first of all, you can press pause to go and get all these materials. And then once you have these things in front of you, you can press play again and we can get started. All right, so the first part that we have to do is our colorful little rainbow here. And we're going to be using the watercolors to create our rainbow. And to make our rainbow colors, I know that you probably have the rainbow colors already in your watercolor set, but we're going to use primary colors to mix together to make secondary colors. So the primary colors are red, yellow, and blue. And they're primary because you can't mix any other colors to make these three colors. So we're going to mix red and yellow to make orange, which is a secondary color, and yellow and blue to make green, which is also a secondary color. And our last secondary color is mixing red and blue to make purple. So I'm going to go ahead and set aside our rainbow here. And I'm going to get another big piece of watercolor paper out. And first of all, you're going to get your paintbrush wet. So the first color of our rainbow, of course, is red. So we don't need to mix any of the colors to make red, right? Red is a primary color, so you can't mix other colors to make it. So I'm just going to lay down a little bit of red. And you can think about this, you know, a big old arch. Okay, so from one end to the other, kind of like almost like a sad face, but I don't want to say sad. Rainbows aren't very sad. That's kind of like there we go, like an upside down U that's been stretched out. So I'm going to go all the way over to this end right here, and make sure you use a lot of water. If you can't spread around the watercolor, it just means you need to use a lot more water. And now I'm going to mix what two colors again make orange. Yeah, red and yellow. So I'm going to mix some red over here, and then I'm going to mix a little bit of yellow. And we'll see there's some green in my yellow, but this should probably be okay. There we go. And I've made orange. So now I'm going to go and just put my orange down from one side all the way over. And it's okay if the red and the orange kind of bump into each other a little bit. Kind of like when watercolors mix like that. Okay, so now I'm done with that. Actually, I'm going to grab some more red, add more red down to this end. Okay, so what color comes next? Yellow. And yellow is a primary color, so I don't need to mix any of the colors. I'm just going to use yellow as is. Okay, so I'm going to stretch yellow all the way over. And notice how I have to stop and put more water on my brush to make sure it spreads. If you're noticing that the watercolor is getting kind of scratchy looking, that means you need to add more water too. Okay, so next we've got green. What two colors make green? It is yellow and blue. So I'm going to put a little bit of yellow here and then a little bit of blue here. Now I notice while I was mixing that this still doesn't look very green to me. So to make it look a little lighter, it's kind of this dark green right now, I'm going to add more yellow to make it a lot lighter. So I'm going to keep adding more and more yellow until I get it to where I like it. There we go. So now I'm going to add in the green from one end all the way over to the other side. Okie dokie. Got 2 more colors left. So if I'm going too fast for you, feel free to pause the video as needed and then do each section in your own time. But we got 2 more colors here. So the next color is blue, and blue is a primary color. So remember, red, yellow, and blue are primary colors. So I'm not going to mix, I can't mix the other colors to make these colors. So I'll stretch a blue all the way over. Okay. And for the final color, we have purple or violet. So what 2 colors make purple? Red and blue. So let's put a little red over here, and then put a little blue over here. Okay, that's a pretty good purple. And I'm start from one end all the way over to the other side. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead, now that I finished my rainbow, I am going to just put it off to the side. So if you need, again, to catch up with your rainbow, feel free to pause the video at this point and do that. I am going to move my rainbow aside and let it dry for just a little bit while I work on this next thing. So the next thing is making our clouds. So the clouds have a lot of, if I come back and show you the artwork here, the clouds have a lot of texture, which means in art how something feels. So we're going to make these textured clouds with shaving cream and glue. So equal part shaving cream, equal part glue. And the glue helps the shaving cream dry and give you kind of this, if I come back to it, give you kind of this like nice, soft, spongy texture. So to do that, I'm going to get this little bowl. I know, as you can already see, I started to mix some of that, so I'll do it again. So I'm going to take the Elmer's glue and twist off the top, and I'll pour a little bit in here. And it's okay to guess. It doesn't need to be perfect. And you might have to have your mom, dad help you out with this part, of course. Get a little messy, get a little sticky. So I'm going to put a dollop, like a, I don't know, like a spoonful of glue in there. And then I'm going to grab the shaving cream, shake it up just a bit, and then spray that in here. Again, just like a little dollop, about the same amount as the glue. And because it's St. Patrick's Day, I'm going to add in some of these gold flecks, some of these gold sparkles in there, and mix it all up. Now I'm going to take a spoon and just mix it all together. So again, if I'm going too fast for you, feel free to pause the video and catch up. I'm going to mix this all together to make sure that the glue is mixed in nicely with the shaving cream. Okay, that looks pretty good. And I find actually using a spoon for this next part is a lot better than using a brush, because you kind of have to scoop this mixture up and then kind of spread it around without making it too thin on the watercolor paper. So I'll grab you can go ahead and grab your rainbow, and it might not be totally dry, but that's okay. And with your spoon, you're just going to grab a little bit of that fluffy mixture you've made, and then you just kind of spread that around, okay? Kind of scoop and just plop it on there. If you use a brush and you try to spread it out so it's all thin, it'll end up kind of being almost too, it'll kind of fade. It won't be that really soft, fun, spongy texture that you want. So I'm just gonna take the spoon and kind of smooth it around, just like that. And once you've done this part, then you'll definitely wanna just put it off to the side to dry. It probably takes about, 30 minutes or so to dry, and then after it's dry, then you can go and take your finger and be gentle with it, but just kind of you get to kind of press along and see how squishy it is. Super fun. All right, I hope you enjoyed making your own little textured rainbow today with me to celebrate St. Patrick's Day. And I look forward to the next time that we make art together. Bye for now.